In this video, we'll look at creating new datasets in the Geoportal. To create new datasets, you'll need to be logged in as a registered user. So if you're not yet, you can request to be registered using the register link up in the top right. I'm already a registered user, so I'll sign in. First, let's create a dataset by uploading existing data files. Navigate to the Data Catalog page from the Datasets menu. From the Data Catalog page, select the Add Resource button and choose Upload Dataset from the drop-down. This takes us to the Upload a Dataset page. To upload, we can drag and drop, or we can click Select Files and find the file or files we want to upload. Let's add two files at once, a zipped shapefile and a GeoJSON file. Once we've identified our files, we'll click Upload. The progress is tracked in the Pending Uploads panel. If there's a problem with the download, for example, if we try to upload a corrupt dataset, we might see an error message at this stage. We can remove the failed file with the Remove link. The other one, though, has been successful, and so this will be processed by the Geoportal. Once our dataset is processed, we should be able to see it on the Data Catalog page. To remove a dataset we've added, we can click on the ... button at the top right of the dataset card and select Delete. Or we can view the dataset and select Delete from that menu. Next, let's look at creating a blank dataset from scratch. From the Data Catalog page, click the Add Resource button and choose Create Dataset. This will open a new page where we can provide a bit of information to create the new layer. Let's give the layer a name. It should be unique and have no spaces, for example, Small Farms. We'll give it a title that will be used for display and map legends, for example, Small Farms, in title case. We need a geometry type, either points, lines, or polygons. In this case, we'll use polygons. We can optionally add attributes, such as farm name and farm type. When we click Create, the layer is created and we're taken to the Datasets resource page. We'll add features to this dataset in another video in this series. Next, let's take a look at creating and editing metadata for a dataset. Metadata is information about a dataset and can be a great way to help users understand how they can use the data you're sharing with them. Starting on the Datasets resource page, we'll use a wizard to fill in the layer's metadata. Let's open the metadata wizard under Edit, Edit Metadata. This opens a page with fields we can fill in. Note the title comes from the title we added when we first created the layer. Let's add a description. For example, Small Farms in PNG. Some fields are mandatory, highlighted in red, and the red status bar above tells us that some mandatory metadata is missing. We can save the metadata without filling this in, but it will be marked as incomplete until we do. So let's set the category to lands, minerals, and soil. When we do, the basic metadata section of the status bar turns green, indicating this tab is complete. Let's go to the next tab, Location and Licenses. Under License, if we know what license we want to use, we can fill this in here. If we don't know, we can put in Unknown. Under Source, this will be who provided the information in the dataset. If the data has been provided by an organization, put their details here. If it's from an academic paper or a certain website, it's also sufficient to write the custodian of the dataset or the name of the website you got it from. In this case, We're working with a layer we're building from scratch, so we can say something like local knowledge. Under region, this may be pre-populated. You can customize this based on which regions are relevant for your data. Under constraints and caveats, this is for further information about the license and sharing constraints if the data provider has stated them. If not, you can say none or unknown in this box. When you've finished the Location and Licenses tab, the mandatory metadata is complete. Click Update to finish editing the metadata. You can also upload an external metadata file if you have one. From the dataset resource page, choose Edit, Upload Metadata. It must be in one of the formats listed on the page. Once your metadata is complete, other people will have important information about the quality of the data, where it comes from, what they can use it for, and what they need to keep in mind while they're using it.